Okay, Senator, konti lang.
Nadaan lang si Dr. Section.
Hindi ako pwedeng magsalita ng tungkol sa science dahil ako ay, alam nyo naman, graduate ng UP, University of Prisons. Saka ako'y hindi scientist, ako'y scientist. Pero merong scientist dito, may doktor. Ayan, isa po, si Doktora Galo.
Dok, paano po?
I told you, I cannot be the one here in front of this because this is about science.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so I will just be your poster boy. I'll
Yes,
just
sure.
smile here. So baka may ano kayo, evidence-based. Yeah. So they will just take a picture.
Okay, perfect.
At Senator, gusto ko lang i-question sa'yo, gaano kahirap ang pinagdadaanan mo? Kasi alam naman natin na most of the time, yung mga kaedadan namin, o mas maedad sa amin, sarados is yung marijuana, galit sa marijuana. Ang marijuana ay kasuklap-suklap para sa ganung mga edad.
Oh, ako naman hindi naman ako masyadong apektado. Nalulungkot lang ako para doon sa mga bata na may epilepsy, doon sa mga bata na may mga seizure, sa mga matatanda na katulad ng nanay ko na may dementia. Kasi nung pumunta ako sa Israel, ang gamot nila sa dementia, medical cannabis. Kasi talaga may episodes ang may dementia. Nalulungkot ako para sa kanila. Pero ako naman, siyempre, kailangan lagi tayong positive. At ako naman, naniniwala ako na panahon na para ma-realize ng ating mga kababayan na yung panahon ng marijuana, tapos na po yun. Opo. Nasama na po yan sa libingan ng mga hippies. Opo. Ngayon po, iba na. Medical cannabis na po.
Senator, paano nag-umpisa yung advocacy mo na i-push tong batas na to? Paano nag-umpisa? Ano yung nag-ignite sa'yo?
Maraming aspeto eh. Una, ako mismo, I myself, marami akong bale. Alam mo naman, stuntman din tayo nung araw. So, I have a broken back, broken neck, sunog, lahat. Ano? So, ang binibigay sa akin ng doktor ay Demerol o yung morphine tabs. Ayaw na natin yan. Kumbaga, kailangan productive tayo. No? Kasi tumira ka nitong mga opioids, hindi ka na magiging productive. You are parang considered as living dead.
Yeah.
No? Yun na. So, hindi ka maganda para sa society. So, itong medical cannabis, nung nabasa ko, nakita ko, yung mga taong gumagamit nito, productive pa rin. Actually, merong medical cannabis for sleeping, may medical cannabis for working, gano'n siya. No? So, para sa akin, ito yung dapat. Ito yung dapat sa lagamot na encourage na.
Senator, personally po ba parang na-experience na yung good nitong cannabis?
Siyempre, experience natin yung recreational nung araw pa. Sino naman tayo nagsisinungaling.
I mean, in medical.
That is why I'm the bad boy of the Philippine movies. We experience everything. Pero siyempre, iba yung medical cannabis. We cannot compare medical cannabis to recreational marijuana. Mga kababayan, malayo po.
Tsaka ini-smoke yung recreational, di ba? Ito po, hindi naman, di ba?
Pwede po din.
Pwede rin.
Then the doctor can explain. The doctor, can we smoke medical cannabis?
Yes, so in certain countries, like in our country, in the US, in Canada, and Australia, we are allowed to prescribe cannabis flower. It definitely has medical benefits, but we vaporize it. So there's a medical device called a vaporizer, similar to like how you get an asthma pump. So we use it for breakthrough pain. So patients for breakthrough pain, for example, if you've got multiple sclerosis, you're in a wheelchair, you can't walk, you can't move, or you've got cancer-related bone pain, you can't move. We let the patient then inhale the vaporized cannabis. Within 10 minutes, they're getting effect, the pain is better, they start able to move, and then we will then prescribe the oils throughout the day. So we're giving them cannabis throughout the day to keep them functioning. The moment they don't have cannabis, they spasm, they can't move, they're anxious, they're sad, they're depressed. So really, really good results, and we are allowed in many countries to prescribe it in ours as well. So we are one of the lucky countries that prescribe. So yes, the medical flower, but then again, as Honorable Senator Robin said, it's clean, it needs to be clean, it needs to be grown indoors, it needs to be controlled, it's a medicine. We follow GMP, good manufacturing practices. When you walk in there, it's a lab, it looks like any other pharmaceutical lab. So that is the difference with it being a medicine.
Senator, gaano kalaki pong chance na ma-approve to ng ating government?
Malaki po ang chance, ha? Opo, ito po, sasabihin natin na sa passing grade. Nasa passing grade na po tayo. Opo, kasi naniniwala po tayo na yung mga senador po natin ngayon, ano na po sila, adapted na sila sa takbo ng panahon.
Sen, pakishare naman yung experience nyo sa Israel and Prague, yung research nyo doon.
Opo, actually, they were asking about the research when I went to Israel.
Oh,
and
Israel,
Prague.
okay.
Then I just want to tell them that at first I want to go to America.
Yeah.
Of course. But I was not given a visa, so
We'll get you one, alright?
yeah.
Ayun naman pala.
So we decided to go to Israel. Alam niyo po, sa Israel kasi, yan ang bansa. Okay, that is one country that they really care about their citizen. Okay, that is not. We cannot argue about that. Okay, so when we talk about something that they encourage to the citizen, that is maybe the best. So nung nagpunta po ako doon, medical cannabis, yung kanilang ginagamot po sa number 1 sa kanilang mga matatanda. Kaya ko po yun sa pain, cancer, at sa old people. So when I went to Israel, I went to the lab, they showed me the difference between recreational and medicinal cannabis. Kasi alam niyo po yung recreational, kahit saan lang yan. Kahit, mamaya, bigyan kitang bato mo dun sa matutubo yun. Pero iba po ang medical. Opo, malinis, lahat. In-explain po nila yon. Pinakita nila kung ano yung itsura ng lab nila, o paano ginagawa yung oil. Malinis po talaga. Meron nga po doon nangyari. Yung isang kasama namin, hinawakan niya yung flower. Ang laki po ng lalagyan, siguro mga 5 kilo yung lalagyan. Hinawakan yung flower. Nung nakita nung taga-laboratory na hinawakan yung flower, tinapon yung buo. Kasi contaminated na. They threw the 5 kilos away. And he said that it's already contaminated. You cannot touch it. You cannot even put your in your nose. So, nakita ko po kung gaano kalinis. Tapos dinala nila ako doon sa kanilang nursing home na puro Pinoy. Pagdating mo doon, all the caregivers are Pinoy. And they are taking care of the old Israelis. At nakita ko po doon that they're using cannabis oil to calm the, kasi may episodes ng dementia and sometimes they are getting violent and everything. So they drop some oil under the tongue. So they calm the old people, they're calm, they're laughing. Nakakatuwa eh. Nakita ko talaga in my eyes. So sabi ko, i-adapt ko to. So, bumalik ako dito, kinuwento ko sa Senado, medyo meron pa rin silang konting tanong, pumunta naman ako ng Prague. Okay? Kasi magkaiba eh. Bawat bansa, iba yung kanilang pamamaraan. Pero, iisa lang yung dose. Okay? Yun na. Ba't ibang klaseng pagtatanim, pag-grow, kasi doon sa Prague, ang specialty nila, not oil. Yung kanila is capsule. Capsule sila. So, iba naman din. Pero same ang dosing, hindi nagkaka the same thing with what they're doing in America. Slowly studying the patient, kung ano yung patient. At doon din sinabi nung tao sa akin na you must not be scared of the people who will abuse it. Because definitely some people will do abuse it. But nothing will happen to them. Actually, it is a positive thing for them because they will experience the clean bad and then they will
Walang
not
negative
go.
effect sa
Wala
health.
po. Only eating.
And
That's the only effect.
It'll also keep them happy. Alcohol makes you violent. Cannabis calms you down. Cannabis makes you more conscious. You're more connected with nature, and it's a libido enhancer also. So, so that no one's gonna be fighting and killing each other. So we've even done studies where we compared patients on alcohol and patients on cannabis, and patients on cannabis are definitely not violent. They are more relaxed. There's no road rage. So there's a lot of benefits and a lot of studies done, and that's because, as I explained, is how it works on the receptors in the brain. We call it neurogenesis, so where it starts providing new neurons, and in neuroscience we call it also where it starts rewiring your brain to a positive way. So you'll see cannabis people are always much smarter as well. Okay,
And beautiful
because and much more calmer, look young as well. So there's a lot of positives for it. But as we mentioned, we need to look at, we're only in the medical space. So with Philippines, we're not going to be at risk like what's happening in Thailand. We're looking just for medical, just for patients for specific diseases. Why should we deny them the right to treatment if they have cancer or some debilitating disease because we're worried about the what if, which is stories that we are making up in our heads. That's my 2 cents.
Dr. Gallo, do you